How do you feel about white girls when you hear that they are judging you just by the color of your skin?
Oh, you want me to go first? Oh. First of all, I feel like they don't know me, so they shouldn't have that saying judging me. But at the same time, you gotta look at it from their shoes. Everybody talks about everybody. It's just depending on the person they're talking about, how they react to it. So if you want to choose to react to what they're saying, that's you. Personally, it doesn't bother me because people gonna talk about me regardless. So it doesn't matter what color it is. I'm just not gonna let it bother me.
Like, honestly, if like a white girl comes up to me and says, "Oh, I don't like you," like she just judged me, I'm not really like, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do the same thing if a black girl, if a Mexican girl, if a Hispanic girl, if anybody comes up to me, because like, I don't see color, I see the soul. Seriously.
So basically what you're saying, it don't matter what color, race, skin color you are.
It don't matter.
I'm gonna approach you the same way as if you was me.
Yeah. I'm good. How do you call it?
About black women.
What do I think about? I think they all right. Most of them got attitude problems, but it's okay.
Do you think black women have a good or bad reputation, or both?
Bad reputation because, you know, when you see a black woman, they either being loud. I mean, you have a few civilized black women, but I mean, most of them, they fall into the stereotype. And then when you stereotype, you best basically stand it up. And when you try to achieve something, they make it really hard.
Okay. Do you think black women have to work as hard as any other race of women, and why?
Yes, because first of all, based on their color alone, they're gonna have to work hard because as soon as you walk in, your stereotype being loud, having an attitude, and you just gotta work harder because they make it harder and they give you more obstacles than you do. They give you more obstacles to jump over because you're black or because you're labeled as a certain person.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Corey. What do you think about black women in America?
I think the same of them as white people, white girls. Just because their color is different doesn't mean I have to think down about them or think above them. I mean, you're a girl, I'm a girl. Just because you're black doesn't mean anything. Like, I just don't think anything bad about them.
Do you think black women have a good or bad reputation, and why? Or both?
I think they have good and bad reputation. Like, some people just don't think like, oh, you're black, so you're bad.
Mm-hmm.
But in other cases, like there's like, just look at like Michelle Obama. Like, she's black, but she's not bad. Like, I just don't like how people like they stereotype black girls, but some of them can be really good.
And do you think black women have to work as hard as any other race of women, and why?
Sometimes I do, just to prove a point that like they're not the rest of the girls. Some of the girls, like they have to be above the stereotype that people think they are. Mm-hmm. So I think they have to prove more of a point than like me, because people just have that stereotype wedged in their brain that's never gonna go away. Yeah, like, oh, you're black, so you must be a hooker, or you must sell drugs, or you must be something along that line. Like, I just don't think they deserve that, but I guess it's just how society is today.
Thanks, Haley.
Okay, what do you think of black women?
Black what?
Black women. Black women.
Black women, I mean, they nice, they can be ratchet sometimes, and get a little ghetto.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean, they be loud, they can get loud and stuff.
Oh.
Cut that out.
You think white people do the same thing?
No.
No?
Why
they
do
don't
you
get
think
loud?
that? I mean, I see it.
See it? You see it in school? And in the mall?
Everywhere.
Everywhere? Would you describe that as your mom doing that too?
No.
No?
So even though your mom is black,
My mom got class.
So,
I mean, every black girl is not like that. It's like 80% of black girls is like that.
oh really?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So how much percentage would you think the school is for it?
Our school,
Yep, Hopewell High School.
90%.
90%? Okay. All right. Thanks. What's your name?
Keisha Stanley.
Okay, thanks, Keisha.
Mr. Wise, what do you think about black women in America?
I think they're underappreciated, you know. I think they're the most beautiful creatures on this earth. I think the biggest thing, I just think they're underappreciated, and sometimes I don't think, you know, you all value yourselves the way that you should. You don't, a lot of you carry yourself in a great manner, you know, carry yourself with dignity, pride, and all that stuff. But at the same time, it's a lot of you who just don't care about how you carry yourselves and don't care about the type of people that you associate with. Just kind of, you know, make the whole group look bad.
Do you think black women have a good or bad reputation, or both?
I think it is depending on which one you're talking about. You do have like some black women people look at like, oh, you know, she's a positive, strong black woman. But at the same time, I think overall, I think they do have a bad reputation. You know, just from, you know, some black women. I mean, there's reputations out there that some black women try to be too strong. They try to be too independent, and they don't know how to let a man be a man. And I think that's some of the biggest negative stereotypes there are of black women. And they're loud and ghetto too.
Yeah, so some people mess it up for others.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what in a group you're gonna have. You know, you're gonna have within a group you're gonna have people within that group that makes the whole group look bad.
Do you think black women have to work as hard as any other race of women? If so, or if not, why?
I think they got it harder than just about any other race of women, because I mean, like I said, it goes back to slavery, which we've been conditioned, not just black women, but black people in general, we've been conditioned not to really look at ourselves in a positive manner. We've been conditioned not to go to each other when we need help. We've been conditioned to, like I said, just go to other people just because we feel that we are inferior to those other people, to those other races.
All right, thanks, Mr. Wise. What do you think about black women in America?
Well, black women in America, I think not much. I think they're pretty much the same as anybody else.
Oh, alright. Do you think black women have a good or bad reputation or both?
Well, I think they have a pretty good reputation.
Yeah. Do you think black women have to work as hard as any other race, and why?
I don't really think they have to work that hard as any of us. I think we're all pretty much treated equally.
Okay. Thanks, Summer. I appreciate it.